to launch it internationally. I believe that we really can do that, and that this book can, you know, maybe be a source of, hopefully.
See, and your daughter, why don't you tell us about what the Japanese ambassador?
Yeah. Now, I don't know, some of you may have already heard this, but I recently met the new Japanese ambassador, and he, when he saw my name, he said, "I've been looking for your family." And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "Well, when I got my posting to become ambassador to Jakarta, I met the president of Japan Foundation, which is a very important position in Japan, right, Rita?" Alright, and then the president of the Japan Foundation apparently said to him, "Before you go to Indonesia, if there's any book you should read above all other books, it's Salah dan Benar. You'll get a whole understanding of the Indonesian, you know, history, the struggle for the creation of Indonesia." And he said he with great difficulty got the book, because you know it was translated into Japanese. But in Japan it's already out of print, yeah. He got the book, and then he found he had cancer. And he had to go into hospital. And he was very depressed. But he had the book. And he said, "I read that book, and I got back my enthusiasm. I got back my energy for life." And he said, in Japan, this is considered a major book. It's an important book. You know, Tokyo University was saying they've done seminars on this book. And then he said, I talked to the professors, I talked to the Japan Foundation, they all said to me, we believe if Takdir Alisjahbana had lived, he would have ultimately got the Nobel Prize for this book. It's not just any old book. And as an Alisjahbana, you should read it. I mean, honestly, it's not just, it's very hard for me to describe, you know. It's not just about war, although there's plenty of war. Those of you who like war, chapter 4 is a blow-by-blow account of the Battle of the Java Sea. What is it? Basically defeat and victory. And it tells us things I've never known. I mean, there's a lot about the Kanto Bahasa, of course. Two main characters. The one is a Japanese soldier sent to Indonesia. The other is Hidayah, the nationalist. That is Amma. And Mirza comes out in the story as a little baby in the pram. Mother took her out when they arrested him to put him in jail. You know, trying to make the Japanese feel a bit kasihan. Yeah. And Matias there, Major. Matias, you're in the book. Trading on the black market with Gurkha soldiers. Yeah. And we see many major characters. Khairil Anwar is in the book. Subadjo Sastro Sasomo. Yeah. Even the Dutch characters, like Dirk Schoenfeld, was actually the historian Van Leur, who did really get killed in the Battle of Java. And I do believe that Rob Delano was now, but it's not just about Japan and Indonesia, about men and war. The third major character is a woman. And the book reminds me a lot about Pride and Prejudice. Because that woman, she masters him. She gets him to change his thinking. And she does it through her intelligence, her strength of character, but also her goodness, her kindness. Because she really tries to find out, to understand the Japanese culture. And when you really try to understand someone, really try to understand their culture, it's actually an act of kindness. That is a great kindness. And there are parts of the book that are so wide that I just never thought, and I had that kind of wisdom, quite frankly, you know. But he wrote it, I guess, when he was 70. And you can really see it's the whole experience, everything he learned in a lifetime. It's in there. It is one part where she says to him, to the Japanese soldier, because you see, the Japanese culture in the Second World War was a glorification of death. The kamikaze pilots, and she says, but Mr. Okura, can you not understand that life is the most precious, the most beautiful gift we have? Man was made to live, and any glorification of death is a betrayal of life and the beauty and the grandeur of life. I mean, you know, there's really wisdom, there's really so many parts of that book. And we have, for example, the Quetta rebellion in Lita. The way he describes it, you really understand why those soldiers rebelled. They saw how the Japanese treated the Romushas, you know, that they beat them, they starved them, and then when there were no more men left, they took women, and they did the same to them. And you know, the book tells you so much. Now, 7 foundations worked on this, and most of these people are all family and friends. And for the editing, Elaine Farmer, who is the the Australian ambassador's wife, has been working day and night with me, and I must say she put on a polish that I wouldn't have been able to do. So, you know, this has really been a project of family and friends, and this is a book you all can truly follow. And I believe that in that book, Amma has left us something. And that's basically all I want to say to you is, next year, what the Yanson's going to do is fundraising. And one of the things is that this book has to go into foreign publications. You know, Australia, America, Britain. I really think we've got something there. And basically, that's what I want to say to you. And of course, Mario's doing a really great job keeping all the presses waiting and getting that book printed in time. We're giving it to you in the last minute.